And so this collision in California here with this tour bus and this tractor trailer, it just jogged my mind, and I asked myself whether these driverless vehicles would have had such an accident. And I'm thinking that clowns that are in control of the world today think that this could have probably been avoided. Now, how have we come to this place where people who are supposed to be serious talking about cars without drivers? And I'm saying that the path here was very complex, and I didn't plan it, so I can't explain exactly what the strategy was, but I could figure that some things could possibly lead to the set of dumb folks in the world today. They came up with Sesame Street, and the whole purpose was to, provide some educational experiences. But the real the most of it is about making individuals into comedians and clowns. Because when you have um, Muppets and puppets and all kind of stupid stuff as the medium to deliver the education. The kids are not sophisticated enough, and they're taking the whole package. They're probably gaining some of the learning that was proposed, but they're becoming just clowns as the cartoons themselves. And the whole thing though is that if you have a car speaking to a child, the child accepts that and sit down. That's stupid, isn't it? Because a car can't speak, and this child doesn't know the difference, or probably I don't know, but they end up being stupid anyway. Then you have Teletubbies, which seem to be more like voodoo. They look like aliens, similar to aliens, and they're supposed to be developing some education to Scooby Doo. This guy with his big dog, the dog jumping his arm and his body and all this stuff. No, everybody wants the dog and behaving stupid like Scooby Doo. What else? Oh, they're going to Ouija board, they're going to magic. What if in Los Angeles, a mom told me, she said, you know what, these kids, man, they just like evil. They like this magic and all this stuff. They can't have enough of that. And I'm not sure when a civilization will realize that evil is going to be in the best interest of the kids and the country and everything else. For some reason, the other folks don't seem to understand that Satan and evil is not working for your best interest. It may seem exciting and exhilarating at first, but when you get trapped and you try to get out of that, a whole variety of things can happen. You end up being a rapist, a drug dealer, a murderer, everything that is just anti what you really, really would have liked to be or see happen. So here are these clowns talking about they could mimic the human mind, and they're going to be able to make decisions of the satellite that humans could make. Now, one guy said that to do a little fraction of the brain does it would take a whole bunch of power, maybe that you could power a whole section of houses. Why are we going there anyway? Because they're evil. They're thinking that humans have no value and that humans are useless. And this is what technology has done. You could spend $1 billion or $1 trillion and say you can develop a housing project. And when you think you're going to employ 1 million people, you just employ 50 people, a whole bunch of trucks and cranes and backhoe and bulldozers and everything like that. And they thought that probably they'll save so much money that they can now come back and pay these people to be not working. I mean, nobody is well, of course everybody is in the same boat, the politicians and everybody, so they don't see the difference. But some way, somehow, somebody should be asking some serious questions, especially when people like to spy on you and into your business and think that they're so slick and they're so smart and they could figure everything out. I mean, how didn't they see that this thing will lead to this dumb crap? Anyway, and so these trucks that they're going to bring on driverless are going to put a whole much more people unemployed, and then they end up homeless, and they end up drug addicts, and they end up sleeping on the pave, and then people start trying to beat them off the road, out to the camps and all that. I mean, when's it gonna stop? I think folks have to come to the place where we have to start, you know, putting some controls of technology, because you could almost, some idiot over there think that he could put out a $50 robot or a $50 up and obstruct the whole world, make a whole bunch of billions in a week, and a whole bunch of people's lives out of jobs, and the family gone through the whole tragedy of unemployment and dehumanization. But let me get quick to this point here though. Um, you see, it's not only in conducting the vehicle from one point to the next point was the role of the driver, but also to secure the delivery. Now you can imagine a beer truck going down the road without the driver, and the traffic is slow. Guess what? People are gonna be stealing the beer, right? Yeah, people are gonna just steal the beer, and then when the truck reaches, it's going no beer. I'm wondering too, can a truck do reverse a trailer, a double trailer? Um, can they do reversing good too? I mean, I suppose now they got to go around a bend and come back over so and all this stuff. I mean, these folks are so clunging, and I think that we need to disqualify these people, Uber and Google and all these stupid people. I mean, they're doing some useful things, mapping the place. You could see where you're going, and you could see all this and whatever. But this driverless thing is going too far, and I can imagine the federal government decide to transport some bombs from wherever they make them to some base or whatever, and it's a driverless truck. Oh, by the way, a couple Fridays ago there was a internet blockout, and stuff went down. But you know what? I think that these clones are so useless that they're putting everything on the internet, on the satellite and everything. Everything goes through the internet so that probably the government could know what you're doing or saying whatever. But then just as how those websites are overwhelmed, suppose now some country decided that they can't win against some people and they decide to just shoot the satellites out in the sky. And nobody knew, but a whole bunch of bombs were being distributed all over the place. 100 trucks or 500 trucks delivering bombs, and the satellite just get knocked out, or the internet that control that somebody hacked into it, and whatever. I mean, is that going to be a kind of somebody can be responsible for those deaths? Would it be murder? Would Uber and them have to stand trial for not they should have seen that this thing could have happened? For civil for oh, by the way, by then I might be attorney. I'm gonna be making some money because when these things happen, I'm gonna come up and say that these guys were clowns and they should have foreseen that whatever happened would have happened. And so when the satellite gone out, which trucks in, run off the road and blow up, they block up all the roads all over the place, all the cars, everything else. um, the cars, they want some of them to fly also, so that maybe can fly also without the drivers flying pilotless cars. Man, this thing is so stupid. I can't see why people wasting time to think about it. Now, there's some people that think that high tech jobs and whatever and all this stuff, but the whole idea of considering it and bringing it onto the marketplace, just making people feel imperceptibly or subconsciously like clowns and useless because they've been replaced by some stupid thing that ain't gonna work. Now, unlike a bulldozer or a backhoe or some grader that has replaced humans, these driverless stuff can never really, do the job. There's so many vicissitudes. There's so many contingencies. Man, listen, I don't even want to talk no more about this thing, but this thing is so stupid. And I think government needs to tell these people, either lock their arse up, put them in jail, put them in them death camps, and get rid of all them, man, because they're gonna come with some stupidness and gonna put America out of business. One day we wake up and hear that America has put itself in a place that it's over, man. These clowns gonna. I've always said it a long time ago that when civilizations develop and reach what they consider a pinnacle, a high place, the kids just come back and be so hopeless. Look, Trump. I mean, these white folks got Trump. They grow him up. He got 8 bankruptcies. He got billions of dollars. But look how he's a clown. And I mean, if he didn't come into the politics, everybody would still have him. Oh, he's so smart. But he was always a clown. Even from a child coming up, he's a clown. There's one point when he could have gone on a different route and be smart like me and others. But, to continue him on a certain part, no spanking, take his toys, tell him he better than blacks and all that. Man, he's such a clown that it ain't funny. And so, um, you could imagine these clowns They like to smoke, they like to drink, they want to marry their own sex. And they're not even busy about, man, we need to defend this country by being smart, thinking straight, and being strong, and be able to endure the slaughter and the vicissitudes of war and prevail and whatever. They tell the enemy, hey man, listen, bro, we ain't fighting with you. You're cool, man. Just let me smoke and party and do what we feel like doing, right? And you could take the bombs, you could take the country, you could take the military, you could take everything. this thing, this thing would be so hilarious, you know. Kennedy didn't wake up, or Eisenhower and all them people died, trying to protect the wake up and see all these young people now just smoking and drinking, and the enemy take over the country. And like they're saying, what? Yeah, this is where the world is heading because we're allowing these clowns to get rich and to talk stupid. Trump ain't got no sense, but because he has money, he thinks that he should be president. Don't hold your breath when Zuckerberg and Bill Gates and all these people come with the same thing. I want to be president too, and they have no nothing. They have no training. They just come with some little friction, you know, some crap, some little stupid stuff, social media that again gonna cause us some more problems. So all these things these young people coming up with, if you look at them individually, they're just stupid and they're gonna get you problems in the future. These social media, all of them is stupid stuff, just like the driverless truck. Because now in your job, you have to say, well, if these people work 8 hours, for 40 hours, you must just get 8 hours work per week. So productivity can be down because they always checking on the Facebook or the email or some crap. I mean, I recall I was trying to study to be an attorney out a lawyer's office, and this girl called me to yap with me during work for just no reason. She just wanted to call me. Man, I'm at work. Call me when I'm after work or when I get home. I'm gonna see you. Don't call me in the job. This thing's such a